Hello everyone, my name is Where We Don't Care My Name Is, and here we go with my review for Hellboy. Alright, so this is the remake of the 2004 Hellboy movie, and this has nothing to do with it. Nothing from the original story is in this. None of the original characters are in this except for Hellboy. So yeah, I was hoping this was going to be a good film because I love Hellboy. I love the 2004 film. I was hoping that this was going to go well. I was hoping that this was going to be as much fun as the original, but unfortunately, that's not what ended up happening. I was very disappointed with this film. I think a lot of people were disappointed as well, especially with how well the original went. You would think, okay, we see how this went. Let's see if we can do this a little better. They don't. Okay, so let's talk about the story. The story for this is basically like the original, except the story is about Hellboy, working with his agency that hunts down monsters and, they protect humanity. Hellboy trying to find, acceptance with humanity, and also has to deal with this evil bad guy who wants to, or really bad girl who wants to take over the world, pretty much wipe out humanity. Just basic bad guy stuff. And okay, I would think that should be easy. You should be able to do the story very well, keep it paced well, keep the audience attention on the story. Unfortunately, they don't do that. Nothing in the story was really interesting at all. Nothing kept me hooked from the beginning to the middle to the end. And that's a huge problem. The way it's paced is just like all over the place. I just don't know what the hell they were doing. And when we see, Hellboy trying to, become accepted by humanity, it just comes out pretty badly. I don't know. I just didn't like how the story just tells it, how it's being told, and I think they could have done a much better job telling the story. Now, as far as the characters are concerned, I did like the actor who played Hellboy. He wasn't bad, but I think it could have been done a little better. As far as the other characters are concerned, I didn't like any of them. I didn't like any of the other characters. I just found them to be, some of them be assholes, and some of them were just not that memorable. I've seen these characters so many times in other films. They didn't leave an impression. I didn't even like the evil bad guy. She just wasn't, I've seen this bad guy so many times. I'm sorry, I think she could have been done a little better. I think she could have been a much better villain. But yeah, nothing about the characters. I didn't like them. It's just, I don't know. Just like the original, I liked them. Hell, I even liked the characters from the Golden Army. They at least they were more memorable than these guys. So too bad. Okay, how about visually? How does everything look visually? How does the fight scenes look? Because we were told this is rated R, right? Sometimes, even if you have a film that it has that that rating, it doesn't mean it's always gonna be good. There is just, all right. Let me put it this way. It's like there's just too much of it. They're just trying to force it all down, doing all this blood and gore stuff, and I'm like, it feels like you guys are trying way too hard. I want to say you guys are doing okay, but you're just coming off way too hard on this. And I'm sorry, no. Fight scenes are okay, but you could tell a lot of the times how fake they were. I'm like, oh wow, this just looks so terrible. At least with the original and then the sequel, they made the fights look realistic. They made the fights look good. They didn't depend on CGI and stuff. Like, that was way better. Now, of course, there are okay fight scenes I didn't mind, but I'm like, everything else just looks, ugh. Visually, it's okay, I guess. There really isn't that much comedy in this. I was expecting some humor, because at least with the original, again, I'm sorry going back to the original, but it's true. If you're gonna do a remake, you gotta make sure it's better than the original, because otherwise people are just gonna go back and say, no, this was better. The original was way better than this stuff. So yeah, like the original, there was some funny moments. This one is just, I don't know, it's a little awkward at times. So really disappointed with this film. I really was hoping this was going to be a good film, but nope, it was not a good film, and I have to say, they could have done better. They really could have, but they didn't, and so that's on them. So, yeah, Hellboy. Not a good story, not good characters, not good visual and everything else is just not really worth watching. So what I recommend, guys, is would you rather watch it with your friends? If you want to make fun of this, go right ahead. I think it's an okay film to make fun of. If you want to watch it with your loved one, I wouldn't recommend it. If you want to watch it with your kids, they're probably going to get bored by this. So yeah, I would not recommend watching this film, guys. I would much rather you save your money for either next week's film or, go watch some other films as well. Maybe Shazam, Pet Cemetery, maybe those films. But this one, I would not recommend. So that's it, guys. If you have a different opinion about this film, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe button. Check my Facebook page. Check out my Twitter page. And also, let me know what you guys think of the originals as well, and if you guys think this was better. So, take care, everybody, and I'll see you all next time to give you more love and more entertainment. Bye.